People say that electric vehicles are boring and have no place on the road, but the Coil Cyclone could be about to change all that. In this short video, I'm going to give you a preview of exactly what I mean. So you may have heard mention that the Coil Cyclone has got some pretty quick acceleration, but just how quick is it? Let's find out. So first up we've got the Vagner, arguably the quickest all-round supercar in the game as it stands right now. As you can see here, the Cyclone pulls out a huge lead on it and maintains it right along the strip. We're running down this side of the runway by the way, just so you can use the planes and hangars as visual aids. So let's step it up a gear. What about the 811? The car with the fastest top speed in the game. Surely this thing can beat the pitiful electric car in a drag race, right? Well, apparently not. Once again, as you can see, the Cyclone pulls out a big gap and maintains it all the way to the end. This is really quite surprising to be honest. Let us move on once more. Let's move on to the X80, the supercar with by far the fastest acceleration in the entire game. The acceleration on this thing is just insane. Well, not anymore. Once again, the Cyclone has got it beat by quite a big margin. It seems that no matter what you throw at this car in a straight line drag from a standing start, the Cyclone can hold its own. Surely something can beat this thing. What about the Bati, a motorbike, 2 wheels, quick acceleration with a wheelie for good measure? Surely that can do it, right? Well, wrong. This was the most surprising of all these tests to me. A 4-wheeled supercar has massively quicker acceleration than a motorbike. That just doesn't seem right and is in fact completely insane in my view. And finally, what about the Rocket Voltic? Well, yes, of course rocketry was always going to come on top of electric, but that was never really a fair test, was it? The very fact we've had to go to these lengths to try and find something quicker should tell you something, to be honest. Now let me just say that it's really important to remember that a straight line drag race does not translate into lap time testing, where far more than just acceleration comes into play. Acceleration is not normally something I put too much weighting on when I'm assessing a vehicle's performance. However, the acceleration on this car is so significantly quicker than any other vehicle that I really think it does need some consideration. Even though its top speed is mediocre and its cornering wise it's probably average at best, racing against one of these things is going to be a real challenge on circuits where top speed does not play a part. And you have a lot of slow corners and hairpins and all that sort of thing. It's always going to be significantly quicker coming out of those slow corners, which is going to make it really hard to race against in my opinion. It's going to make some really interesting races I think. I'm pretty excited to see where it ends up when we put it through the lap time testing after release, which I will do at some point. But that was just a quick preview guys to show you some exciting things that I think are coming with this car. So thank you very much for watching and I'll be back again soon.